John, ultimately it's a 1-1 draw here at Inverness. How did you sum up the game? Do you think we deserved a wee bit more?
Delighted with the performance. I thought the performance was really good. I thought we caused them problems all day, right for the start, for early on. We maybe were a little bit reluctant to shoot, I don't know why, but even in the opening minutes we were through and we should have been getting a strike off and putting the goalkeeper, forcing the goalkeeper into a save. So right for early doors we started causing them problems, and the goal that Ethan Ross scores, both goals in the game are excellent individual goals, but it's a great ball in for Liam Dick, and the turn and the pace to get away that Ethan Ross showed was fantastic, and then the finish. And as I say, all day we were a problem for them, and Ethan Ross in particular. It was a blow to lose him 5 minutes into the second half. I think, greatest respect to like Mattage and Jamie when Jamie and Matty when they came on, but I think Ethan Ross staying on the park, I think he was causing him so many problems. He was just going to continue to do that. More chances we've been creating for a long time. We knew the way that we play. And counter-attack is a big part of football now. We didn't necessarily. We knew what they would do. We tried to intercept the passes and strikers, and we wanted to then hit them with a counter-attack. So that was a tactic, but it wasn't the only tactic. But that was one of the tactics. It was like striking there. You could see that very, very evidently, and the opportunities we got. And even late in the game, Jamie McGlynn's laid it on a plate for young Aaron. And it's a big moment for the young boy, But he's hit the target and he's forced Ridgers into save, and so that's probably all you can ask. But it was a big chance, and we had other opportunities. That was the best probably, but we had similar opportunities. Regan Tumilty's went down the right hand side and he's blasted a ball across the face of the goal, and maybe we had someone in the middle there who could have maybe slid in, and if the ball wasn't quite so driven, maybe could have went in. Ross Massey had a really good strike in the first half that Ridgers had to turn around the post. I'm really, really pleased with the performance. I'm gutted for the players that they didn't get all 3 points, because as much as Inverness had a bit more of the ball in the second half and they got out wide and they got crosses in, we defended everything that was thrown at us. We defended everything, but the strike was a great strike, and for what we're seeing there is it's actually starting a way out beyond the post, and it's actually bent in. It's a hell of a strike for the boy. That's the last twice I've came up here. Well, not the last twice, because we've got the Challenge Cup game, which was obviously 0-0, but the last league game here, McGregor scored a wonder strike, and of course we've scored a wonder strike, so have they, so the guys in defence, they're feeling like they've not been breached, they're in position in the ring, they've not been played through, they've won their headers, they've cleared the ball. Just that one moment that they have had a great strike and took that opportunity, got that goal that's cost us the 3 points, because we all know that looking at the results today, 3 points, another 2 points would have been massive, but it's the same for the other teams. It's such a tight league that teams are going to drop points all over the place. That said it last week, they'll say it in interviews, this is how it's going to be. We've not lost any ground on Inverness, we've not lost any ground on Partick, we've gained a point on Arbroath. The big winners today are Kilmarnock, but that's it'll be swings and roundabouts.
Changes to personnel and formation. Happy with what you saw?
Yeah, much so. Yeah, very much so. No, I thought we were much more like it. Yeah. As I say, we didn't create enough last week, so it was trying to get that creativity, But we had it today. Loads for me. We had loads of that today. Loads of opportunities. We can still get better, of course, because we've only got one goal for all these moments that I'm talking about. So of course it can get better, but at least we're creating. At least we had the defence of the opposition, struggling at times, really struggling. The way we played. So yeah, Frankie's came into the defence. We went with 3, and then the midfield went with more of a different kind of shape for being last week, and then the wing backs, and then 2 up top. So it was good to get Jamie McGlynn on the pitch. Although he's fit, he's a fit boy. He's not been getting a lot of game time at Hibs, and I wanted him. He's only came in here. He signed on Thursday, but only trained on Friday. So in his situation, I wanted him to, kind of like watch the game, see how the game was going, and then come on and try and make an impact. And I thought he did really, really well. He was very unselfish to lay the ball on for Aaron Arnott to get his striking, because I've seen the day where Jamie would have shot there. So a little bit disappointed we didn't get all 3 points, but a good performance. We come away with a lot of positives. and it takes us on to the next game next week at home, back at home against Arbroath.
Turning the lights off roundabout is maybe telling me to hurry up, but a goal from open play was obviously much needed for confidence as well as for our assault on the top of the table, and it was a goal of real quality that done it. That's a wee bit of an albatross off our back.
I get too uptight about these things. You know, we're not doing anything really different. You know, we have to tweak things because we've not been scoring goals. So I'm pleased with the opportunities that we created today. I look at it differently than that. So I didn't get uptight about that. We work on things all day. So I'm happy with the performance.
Lots of options on the bench as well that you had to play should the game evolve in different ways. Really happy with how the squad's coming together.
Yeah, we've added some real quality to our squad, and then it gives us big options, and it means that guys are going to have to get their finger out, you know, if they want to get in the team. So it might have been a bit too easy for one or two, you know, and standards dropped and we dropped points. So, you know, rude awakening, you want to get in that team, you have to train well first of all, and then when you go on that part, you've got to make an impression, you know. So that's how it's going to have to be. Loads of like options on the bench. You know, we've got two wingers here, we've got two strikers there, and young Aaron in midfield. We've got Tom Lang at the back. So great options for Marcel and Smudger. Great options. That's what we want. And that's what we will need between now and the end of the season. We will need that, absolutely. So in a different game, we can play with wingers. You know, we can play 4-3-3. We can play 4-2-3-1. You know, we can play 4-4-2. There's every sort of option available to us now. We've got great. The bench is strong, you know, then that your starting 11 is very strong, and that's exactly how I see it, and I'm delighted about that. Thank, you know, all the fans who put together for the supporters fund. That always helps. It helps to help bring players in. The board of directors for supporting Marcel and Smudger, allowing us to bring the players in. So we thank them for that also. And it's very much a matter of game on as far as I'm concerned. We're still up there, we're still in the mix. We didn't want that gap to get bigger today. We wanted to try and close it. There's not a lot of damage done, we're still fighting.
Game on indeed. We'll catch up with you before the Arbroath game at home when we take that next step forward.
Right, thank you.